Hey guys and gals, welcome. Appreciate you hitting that play button. Turning it up for you guys and gals. You beautiful, intelligent, 120 and higher IQ peoples. Much love. Thank you for stopping by. I love it. You know, I love that. You watch the content. That makes you super awesome. It truly does. Great to have you guys. Great to have you. Let's continue on. Guys, gals, parents. Johnny with Whiskey Tango Sharp. I am here to help you, parents, if you're homeschooling your child or children's. Pretty much could do mathematics from a beginner grade kindergarten and higher. Okay? All the way up to grade 9, 10, 11, 12 mathematics. Here to help you, because I'm assuming that there's going to be probably a lot on your plate. And if I could help you, your child, your students, your child's, your children. Boy, I'm going to get my English out today. Here to help, right? If I could help, I am glad to help. That's what we are doing here. Again, to let you know, I'm staying on topic, teaching only mathematics over here. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. Greater than or equal to sign. I don't know. I just threw that in there. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan, right? Again, feel more qualified than any fake mathematics instructor that think that, with their fake degree and stuff, that thinks that they're a teacher, but they don't even teach the subject. They talk about other things that they shouldn't be talking about in teaching. So yeah, that's why I'm here, guys and gals. Okay, my background, college educated. I did major in mathematics, stream 1 honors. So yeah, calculus was one of, if you can call it a major, let's just say I majored, okay? I majorly majored, okay? Math just clicked for me. Now I will admit my teaching habits kind of maybe need improvement. I don't know, maybe you guys and gals like it, I don't know. I try to give you the best advice, tips, tricks, and what else not to help you better understand mathematics and kind of the steps and in-betweens and what's happenings. Doing and showing the full steps, the full work, and all those sort of things. Okay? Here to help. Students as well, you guys are all also welcome. Brothers, sisters, okay? Guys and gals, okay? You're welcome to be here as well. It's not, just for homeschooling kids. Maybe you have a cruddy-duddy teacher that isn't teaching and you want to learn because you actually want to pass your math class and you want to do well and you want to excel. That makes you awesome. It truly does. If you have that kind of thinking, you're all legends, every single one of you. So with that said, great to have you. Let's go. Time to turn it up and let's learn. We're working on Unit 1, pricing, currency, and all those sort of things. We're figuring out, what we can do when we're shopping. We're working with fractions. We're learning how to reduce fractions. We're learning how to factor fractions. Fractions are really not that hard, guys and gals. Don't let it scare you. It's just a number over a line over top of another number. That's all it is. Right? Yes. Decimals and percentages and all those sort of good things. And let's say we're out shopping for an LCD television. Ooh, let's go buy our first LCD television. Let's do this. Okay, so just as a visual, because why not? Let's do this. Let's do this. It's not going to be perfect, but a nice little visual would be nice. Boom. And then we're just going to go like this, and we're going to go like this, and there we go. We have our television. We're watching our favorite show, whatever that is. Okay. It's an LCD, liquid crystal display. Flat screen, I guess, is another way of looking at it. It doesn't say the size, so we don't know. Not even sure where we're buying it, but it's $600. That could be the tag that's on it. Doesn't say anything about taxes, so I'm going to assume before tax kind of stuff. This is on sale. Oh wow, it's 25% off, guys and gals. 25% off. Let's go. All right, we're saving some monies. We love saving monies, don't we? Love saving monies. That way we could go out and get some vanilla ice cream after, right? Isn't vanilla the best? Oh yes, it is. I love it. Find the amount of the discount, okay? So essentially what we need to figure out is, what is 25% of 600? Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna reduce this, okay? I'm gonna reduce my fraction first, because why not? The most meat off the bone, if you guys and gals have been watching, hopefully you have been. If you look at 25 as a numerical value, how many quarters equals $1? Well, that's 4, right? What do we have here? Again, I always let you guys and gals know, not money, but numbers. Numbers are patterns, sequences. It's all patterns. Everything is consistent, right? Decimals are just a position. Okay, so if we ignore the decimals, we can go 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25. That equals 100, right? Just ignoring the decimal, right? We know the decimal on a whole number is right there, right? So that means it takes 1, 2, 3, 4 25s to equal 100, right? We know this. So I'm going to actually factor 25. This is the most meat off the bone. And same thing here. Just feel like redoing it. Times 1, 25 times 1. We're breaking these numbers into two numbers. That's what we're doing, guys and gals. Okay, this is called factoring. It's not really that scary. What are we doing here? We're breaking a whole number into two numbers. That's all we're doing. 25 times 1 is 25. 25 times 4 is 100. We want two common numbers that divide into both of these so that we get a number that is equal to 1. That's the main goal for factoring. Okay? So therefore equals, the 25s cancel. What are we left with? We're left with 1 quarter. Pretty amazing. There we go. We just reduced the fraction. All right, so with that said, so now we know it's a quarter. Okay, I guess I probably have the room here. So now I'm going to do my ratio proportion stuff. We want 1/4. We have to reduce anyways, guys and gals. Might as well do it now. Again, you can only reduce when it's in fraction form. Okay? If that makes sense. Okay, let me explain. So let's do our ratio proportion. Basically, this is this now. Okay, that is that. All right. Left-hand side equals right-hand side. We want to know what 1/4 of 600 is. Okay, obviously that number is going to be smaller. So what is it called? It's called discount. We'll use D for discount. Okay, D. All right, so now left-hand side equals right-hand side. This is our cross multiply step. Okay, now when I was saying earlier, you can only reduce when it's in fraction form. There's nothing really to reduce here, but the point is you can't reduce like that. You can't do that. Not allowed. Okay? So if this was 60, for example, if this was 60, then we could reduce. Okay? But you could only reduce between these two numbers. Whoops. All right. With that said, let's continue. Cross multiply, 4D. Left-hand side equals right-hand side. 1 times 600. Isolate D. We're going up here now. D equals 600 divided by 4. Okay? So we can reduce again, right? We know 2 goes nicely into both of them, but I would assume that 4 would go into it. So how do we do this? Let's break 600 into 4 equal parts. Okay, how do we do that? Okay, well, 2 equal parts, if we divide it by 2, we get 300, right? Same thing, if we divide this by 2 and this by 2, it's the same thing as dividing by 4. Okay? So, 150, 150, 150, 150. So therefore equals, you just got to think of the numbers in parts like this, right? Therefore equals 150 times 4 should also equal 600. Right, guys? That's correct, right? That is correct. So there's our factorable number that we kind of needed to figure out. So the point is we're gonna pull 4 being the meat off the bone number. This is gonna be 150. And this is gonna be 1. I'm just showing you the work. Okay, D is gonna equal, again, these cancel. 150 over 1, right? You can see it. 150 over 1. Whoops. What the hay for horses did I just do? Did the same thing I did before. Wild sauce. Okay, so D therefore equals 150. That's a pretty good discount, guys. So that's our discount. We get $150 off of the tag price of $600. Okay, so with that said, now we know D. We know that 25% of 600 is 150. Whoop, I'll leave that. So our discount is going to be, that's a pretty good savings. Boy, you can buy a lot of vanilla ice cream, huh? So how do we figure it out? What's going to be our cashier price, right? What is the sale price? So it's going to be essentially $150 off the tag price, right? We'll just pretend that's the tag. Okay? So all we need to do is go 600, take away 150. I already know the number in my head, but we're just going to do it. 6, I'm going to borrow, because 0 is less than 5. We need to borrow. 10 take away 5 is 5. 5 take away 1 is 4. So there we go, guys. That's what we're going to pay, right? That's 25% off. Okay? That's 25% off. And then of course, when we roll up to the till, you know, right? Right. C for cashier. Bling, bling, bling. We're going to end up probably paying tax too, right? Good old tax man. So you'll have to figure out the taxes on that, but we don't need to do that. Okay, so but in our head we know we saved 150 bucks. That's pretty good. Pretty good deal. All right, let's clean it up. Dun, 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 dun. Just give me a sec, guys. Awesome, awesome. Trying to push through to get this little section done. I'm going to try to leave you guys and gals with some problems to work out yourself. I think that's kind of the point. Yeah, we're getting to the practice stuff, okay? All right. And then I'll just give you the answers at the end, okay? 78%, okay? 2 decimal, all right? Now, quickly remember 100%. Whenever we're doing percentages, that's the magic number. And then whenever we are dividing, it's 2 jumps to the left. And multiply, it's 2 jumps to the right. Okay, that's the decimal position once you're done. Okay? Uh, 42%. To a fraction. Okay? Alright, this is, I believe in you guys and gals. You could do this, okay? Right? I'm not trying to be mean, but let's become people where we don't need our handheld, okay? That's all I'm saying. There's so many people in the world that literally need to call their cousin, right? They need their handheld for literally everything. They can't use their own brain molecules to figure stuff out on their own. Anyways, that's how you become awake. Using the old noggin. Alright. McDonald's. We all know what McDonald's is. 28.8 grams. We're kind of doing this shopping kind of stuff. Okay, Big Mac sandwich has 28.8 grams of 64, 64 grams. A recommended daily fat intake. What percentage of daily fat intake is a Big Mac? Okay, what's the percentage? Right, remember, ratio. You might have to do the long division to figure it out. Okay, I think I've given you a lot of examples, hopefully. Again, if you need to, just go back, kind of refresh your memory. I think, I believe I give you enough information and support to be able to solve these on your own, okay? You guys are superheroes. You can do it. 120 and above IQ. Okay, and you know what a fraction looks like too, right? Remember, for example, let's say something is 380, and let's say it's 12 cans, okay? Just always remember, and I kind of have to get it organized in my own brain too, when you're doing the long division, it's the denominator that's on the outside, okay? I had to kind of remind myself how that worked, right? Otherwise, you'll end up with the invert. But you can still do it and work it out. You would just have to invert it after, right? If you went 3.8 into 12. Again, I would probably ignore the decimal to do it, right? But anyways, that's not the way you want to do it. You want to do it where the denominator's on the outside. Okay? It's kind of going back to some elementary stuff that's been a minute. Alright. Extra little tip. Someone buys some earrings from a supplier. The earrings are, I don't know why I'm getting that. It's kind of warm here, so we're probably getting a little warm, leg spiking. It's a temperature at 31, pretty warm day. Celsius to Fahrenheit, we're at 31. That's 87.8 Fahrenheit. So I know you Americans, love you Americans, I do. That's what it is. Okay, 87.8 Fahrenheit. Pretty warm day, right? You like those kind of days. I know you guys do. You just love it. You love it when it's warm. Okay. $16 pair of earrings. She sells them, so she sold them. She's making a profit. She sold them for $28. Okay? What is the markup? So you're going to kind of have to do it backwards to what I did. So essentially, like, how would we do that? I would think that you would do 28 take away 16, which would give you 2 here and 1. So it's $12 markup. Right? Remember when we went 16, if you follow the example, we went 16 plus, well, I'm not saying this example. What was that example that I did? If you go back to the boots, $175 pair of boots with a 60% markup. You kind of have to work backwards a little bit, but I figured out the difference, right? To get this 28, that's the final sale price. We had to figure out this number here, right? So you're kind of working backwards. Essentially, it's going to be, I'll just kind of give you a hint, it's going to be 12 out of 16, right? Okay, that's a hint. It's similar, but they're making you kind of work backwards, essentially. All right. Taxes. Somebody buys a pair of jeans for $50. Okay, it's a pair of jeans. All right. It's the best I could do. Let's give it a waistband. There we go. And a line there too. Good enough. Okay. Taxes. Is 5%. Okay. This is the cost, right? Plus, so it's going to be the cost plus the taxes. You have to figure out what's 5% of 50, okay? That's the hint. Right? You need to figure out what's 5% of 50 and then just add it, and that'll be what the customer pays. Okay? Find the amount. So first find the taxes, figure out the taxes, part 1, and then part 2, just figure out the total. All right? Just want to finish up with this pricing and currency stuff, okay, guys? Oh, geez, there's even more. Oh my goodness. I don't really want to do another video. I might end up doing that. What are we at for time here? We still have enough time. We're actually doing okay. Okay, one more. Okay. You guys like your electronics, right? Call it iPod, whatever. Okay. $300. It's on sale. $15% off. Okay? The regular price. This is the regular price. Okay? So, that's the regular price. You have to figure out what's 15% of 300. And then what is the amount of the discount? So it's the regular price, subtract whatever you figure out the sale discount is going to be. Again, that's 15 out of 300, whatever that is. Okay? Regular price, subtract the sale, will be how much the customer pays at the till or register, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Easy peasy lemon squeezy? I hope so. right. I'll write the answers down here for you now. Just wanted to do it at the end so that you can, okay? Number 1, 0.78. Okay? Number 2, 21.50. Okay? Reducing. Okay, 3. 45%. Okay, 4. There's kind of 2 parts, so I'll just call it A and B. $12 and 75%. 5. $2.50. All right, that looks like the jeans. And 6. There you go. There's your answers. Okay? Don't cheat. It's up to you. Okay? If you want, guys, gals, you can learn to convert US currency to, let's say, Canadian currency. You just got to figure out what the current conversion is, the currency exchange rate. Figure that out. Then, I don't know, what's the current today? Canada has monopoly money, so, and the United States has real money. USD to CDN. Okay? Okay, so $1 US is 1.38. Okay, CDN. I don't know what the percentage is actually. Let's do it the other way. CDN to USD. 72. It's basically a Canadian dollar is worth 72 cents. Monopoly money right there, okay? Because we're run by a bunch of monopoly people. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. Okay? Monopoly money. American, real money. It's nice when you convert American money to Canadian money, you're loaded. You are loaded. But I recommend you spend it all because you don't want to convert it back. It costs you more, okay? You don't want to do that. So figure out how much you're going to expend if you ever travel to the Canada. Figure out how much you want to spend. Make sure you spend it all. You don't want to convert it back. Trust. Okay, and then you could use, what did I get that 0.72 was it? Right? That's the number I needed. And let's say you wanted to convert $500, for example. The US currency divided by Canadian currency equals US amount divided by Canadian amount. Okay, remember, bottom is CDN, top is USD. Okay, just for practice, some ratio proportion practice for you guys. Okay, again, that would be US dollars right here. All right, just remember that. What else could we do? I'm not going to get into too many of these converting problems. I want to get this finished. Okay, this is all currency converting. Just remember, when you're doing these conversions, just determine, right? Okay, be consistent. US dollar, okay? Bottom, Canadian, bottom, Canadian, okay? You got to be consistent. You could do the same with Mexican pesos. You could do the same with British. If you want to convert US dollars to British. Wherever, it just depends where you're going, I guess, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of, I'm not going to get into these, okay? Japanese yen, one Canadian dollar is worth 95.49 Japanese yen. I don't know if that's current or not, but, okay? Alright, last little bit. This is the last of it. I want to smash through all this and get it done. Whoops. Just deleted that again. I don't know what button I do to do that. A bit annoying. Thankfully I can get it back, because that would suck. Okay, state 2 ratios equivalent to 3/7. Again, something like this, you're just going to multiply it by 2 and then do another one multiplied by 3. Again, remember, you have to multiply the numerator and the denominator, okay? That's fractions 101 when you're multiplying. Okay? So basically, we're taking the reduced value and increasing it. That's what you're doing. So now let's take one let's just undo all that. Now let's take one that needs to be reduced. Okay? Reduce this. Reduce fraction. Okay? Fraction form. Again, guys, just look at it like this. It's a number over a line over another number. Okay, you don't need to run around your house with your arms flailing up in the air, screaming like, a banshee. It's just a number over a line over another number. Okay, there's one there. Reduce the lowest terms. Okay, here's another one. Find that meat off the bone number. Okay? Alright, there you go. I just gave you a little bit of help. Okay? Solve for X. Just some ratio proportion practice. Again, if you need to refresh and remind yourself, how to do these, just go back, follow the last couple of videos or whatever. I recommend, if you're following the series, kind of take notes of which video and which section is what, so you can just kind of go back to that video quickly. That's kind of my recommendation. Also, I recommend, getting a little wild on my drawings there, you could actually reduce this, okay? Save yourself some time in the back end by reducing in the front end. That makes sense? Again, you can only reduce when it's in fraction form. So reducing is okay. All right, that's a tip. Let's give you another one. Okay, what is X? Easy stuff, guys and gals, easy stuff. Remember, CM, left hand side equals right hand side, and then just solve, well actually isolate, right? Isolate the variable. Isolate the variable, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of trying to, I'm rushing this. Solve for, I don't know, I'm just going to use X, okay? Your variable could be anything. It could be A, it could be B, it could be D, it could be F, it could be G, it could be H, doesn't matter. A variable is a variable is a variable, okay? Those are the steps. Again, it's all the same thing over and over and over and over again, guys. When you're setting up your cross multiply, right?
At Chatter Mobile,
Oh,
please, more at
giddy scaddle, pity paddle. Just let me deal with commercial here. Excuse me. What the Batman just happened? That was weird. Get lost, hackers. You suck. Really? Come on. Can you just be a decent human being? Unbelievable. All right. What's this problem? This problem. Right. So back to this. When you set up your this is for your initial, right? Okay. This is your initial setting up, right? Make sure the units are the same. Like for example, the tops are both US dollars. Just as an example, okay? You have to be consistent with your setup. Okay? It doesn't even matter what it is, man. It could be kilograms. You know? Kilograms. Pounds. Pounds, right? Just depends on what you're doing. All right, skipping that one. What else can we do here? School basketball team at the start of the season. Bobby Joe scored 48 points in 3 games. Okay? I'm just going with some random names. 48 points, 3 games. Okay? At this rate, how many points do you expect Bobby to score in 55 games? Or in a 55 game season? Okay? Right? He's going to have a pretty high number, right? It's 55 games. So you're going to be definitely up there. How many times does 3 go into season? I don't want to give away the answer, but it's going to be a large number. Okay? I might even have the answer. I'll give you the answers at the end, like I did before. Let's see. Here we go. You're shopping. One of these shopping things. 8 batteries. Okay? Cost for 8 batteries, $7.20. Okay? Figure out the unit price, right? Unit price. So what it means is for one singular item, one singular battery. For practice, do the long division, guys. Remember, skitty scatty commercials. Now you're just slamming commercials at me left and right. It's a coding commercial. They're okay. I would share it, but whatever. Okay, remember, the money is inside. And the quantity is outside, if I recall. 720 for 8 batteries, yeah. Okay? That's the denominator. Denominator. Be consistent. It's like that all the time. Okay? I'm getting it down too. Okay? Let's see. So here we go. Let's compare. All right? So $3. I don't know, what is it? Hand wash. Okay? It's not per, it's actually for, which I should be 250 mil. Okay? And the other one is 715 for 650 mil. Okay? All right, which is the better deal? All right, don't get carried away like I did. Okay, guys? Yeah, it's just one of these volume type ones, right? Okay, good luck. Hopefully you get it. I'll give you the answers here at the end. Okay, remember you can invert your answer too if you do it the other way by accident. Right? You could invert your answers. Okay? That's a quick fix. If you've done your setup incorrectly, 60% is a decimal. Okay? That should be easy. And then do the same thing as a fraction. Okay? Don't forget to reduce. Okay? Same number. Reduce the lowest terms, right? Easy one, guys. Blah, 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 da, da, da. Here we go. Here's a markup one. Okay? Somebody buys roses. Okay? They're roses. All right? They get it for $15 for a dozen. Okay? Remember, 1 dozen is 12. Okay? A dozen is 12. Okay? They sell it. They're selling it, so they buy. They buy it for. What does that cost? Cost and then retail, something like that. And they sell it for $27 for a dozen. Okay. What's the markup? And what is the percentage markup? All right. One more. Last one, guys. Okay. A tablet. Okay. Again, when you get word problems, you don't need to read every word molecule. Just break it down. A tablet, $525. That's how fast you do it. Just get the important information out of it. You don't need to read this. Well, that's a subject. That's a verb. Like, you don't need. Who cares? Okay, it's on sale. Sale. Keywords. Okay, 20%. Regular price. Okay, this would be regular price, right? Find the amount of the discount. Okay. A. Amount of the discount. Okay. That's that percentage of. That's going to be the 20% of 525. It should be. Okay. And then B, sale price. Right? You have to subtract, remember? Okay, off of this number. Once you figure out A, then you subtract from that. We'll give you B. Okay, that's the advice. All right, let's give you some answers. I have to try to recall now which ones I did. Okay, number 1. 6 out of 14. These are different examples. And 9 out of 21. Okay? There you go.
QuickBooks payments help.
Hang on a sec, guys. We're almost done the video here. Okay, there you go. Now what's next? Number 2. 2A 2/5 and B 1/3. Okay. Uh, 3A. I know I didn't number them for you, but I'm just going to give you the ones that, you know. Whoops. These are in order. Okay, so 3A is 4. And B is 10. I think it was X, right? Yeah. Okay, I skipped that one. The basketball one, right? I'm not gonna write the numbers. I ended up skipping one, but this is the basketball one. Here's the number. Okay. Good luck, okay? Hopefully you get that, no problem. Batteries. Okay, 90 cents a battery. Number 7. They have 650 mil. Is the answer. The question is, which is the better buy? Okay, which one is the better buy? They're saying that one is. All right. Hopefully, winner chicken dinner for you. Okay, I'm going to clean up the screen. We're almost done. Okay, 8. .6. 3/5. Okay. Hopefully I didn't miss any. Looks like we're okay, I think. The roses. Okay. The flowers. Flowers, roses. Okay. A is $12. And B is 80%. Hopefully these are correct answers. I'm assuming that they're correct. Okay. And the tablet. Number 10. Okay. $105. That's before taxes, okay? That's it. Guys, gals, I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you learned a lot. I wanted to get through that. Unit 2 is going to be next. Measures of length. What's it going to be about? Excuse me. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's have a quick look. Well, yeah, this is kind of converting decimal. I kind of did a lot of this. If I do these, it'll be kind of quick, right? Hopefully I could do it in maybe, I don't know, 1, 2, 4, 5 videos, okay? For you guys and gals. Alright, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for learning. Beautiful, intelligent, 120 plus IQ people. Let's go! Turning it up for you. I'll see you guys in Unit 2. Good luck on those questions. And we'll see you in the next video. For now, whoever you are, wherever you are, take care. Have an awesome rest of your day. And peace out. Peace.